Hello everyone and welcome to another flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are in Hong Kong today and we are going to do a short 2.5-hour flight over to Ho Chi Minh City. As you can see, we are in the Vietnam Airlines today. This is the Airbus A321, which is looking very beautiful. We are not on VATSIM network today, but we are going to use the BeyondATC add-on, and the traffic that you see is from their traffic injector. This is new for the channel, so we will see how it fares for on today's flight. So let's hop into the cockpit and start setting up our aircraft. Okay, we are starting cold and dark, so let's go ahead and switch on the batteries, external power. So if you've watched a couple of videos, you know the drill already, so no need to be explaining a whole lot, to be quite honest. So there you have our systems booting up, and we are going to just import our simple flight plan here. We are not flying in real time, so our departure time today is gonna be at 4 UTC. So that gives us about 30 minutes to prepare everything. Okay, so let's jump in and see the operational flight plan. We are Vietnam Airlines 595 today from Hong Kong to Ho Chi Minh. Course index day 27, cruising altitude is gonna be initially 340, and final cruise level is gonna be 360, and they're gonna take about 10,300 kilos of fuel. Then in terms of the routing, we are going to be taking off today from runway 07 center via the Sosu 1 Tango departure, and our arrival is gonna be on 07 right via the Dalap 2 Golf in Ho Chi Minh. Then in terms of the passengers today, we are taking 188 passengers and at 10.3 kilos of fuel and some 2.8 tons of cargo, and we are looking at a estimated takeoff weight of 77.1 tons. Then in terms of the weather, and as you've seen outside, it's quite good cavalcade conditions over here. Wind is 5 knots, variable in direction, and temperature 19 QNH 1018. And over in Ho Chi Minh, similar conditions, cavalcade as well, QNH 1009. So it's makes for a very nice flight. Okay, so that's all good. Then we can start loading up our aircraft. You don't really need to have a look at any other section really yet, so let's go ahead and start loading up our aircraft. So we're going to mass and balance 10,300 kilos. Just going to ask GSX to load that. Okay, so while GSX is loading our aircraft, we can go ahead and start setting up our FMS. We have active nav database up to 26 November, so that is all good.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
So AOC menu, flight init, and image request. And there we have it. So Vietnam Airlines 595 from Hong Kong to Ho Chi Minh. So that is all good. Gonna do the init request here as well, and we can fill in 595, and we said our initial cruising level is gonna be 340. Cost index we said was 27, and that is all good. So wind request. Alright, then we can go
Truck is in position. Please
the
don't load
weight
aircraft
information.
until the
So
fuel
let's
truck
pick up
arrives
our
and
load
asks to
sheet.
do.
So we said that 10.3 is our block weight, block fuel weight. So 10.3, zero fuel weight 67.1, and zero fuel weight CG is gonna be 26.8. So that's gonna give us a takeoff weight of 77.1, 77.2. I'm going to wait to get the final load sheet, so this one I'm going to accept for now. And then in terms of the fuel, our route reserve is 0.8 and alternate is 1.4, final reserve 1.3 as well. Okay, that is all good. Okay, then in terms of the routing, we said we are going to take off from runway 07 center via the Soslu 1 Tango. Let's just quickly look at that. Soslu 1 Tango. So Soslu 1 Tango. And does it have a transition? It doesn't have a transition, right?
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Right, I should have a transition. Soslu 1 Tango. So good then. It's fine. So then arrival is going to be on runway 07 right. So probably going to be an ILS. I don't know what it's going to be. ATC is gonna give us that. So we're gonna go with the Yankee and choose the Dala to Golf. He said Dala to Golf. So Dala to Golf with the some VTOM transition. So VTOM transition, and also the ILS has a SAM2 transition. At least it should. Actually, hold on a moment. If we go with the Yankee approach, should have a SAM2 transition, but apparently nothing here. ILS-07 right. Okay, so guess no via. Go VTOM. That is very strange. Oh well. That's fine. Let's see what ATC is gonna give us when we get there. Okay, refueling is ongoing, and we are probably gonna start boarding the passengers any moment now, so it's good if we can get the APU started. We can do some fire tests for the APU and for the engines as well, and start the APU. Okay, so let's continue with our setup. The flight plan set up just now, and we can do the performance, takeoff performance calculation. So preliminary load sheet and calculate that. Okay, so 161, 168, 168 flaps 2, up 0.7 for the trim, and flex 67. That is in order, so we're just going to insert that for now. Of course, we are going to revise everything once we get the final load sheet. So 161, 168, 68, 161, 168, flaps 2 up 0.7 and flex 57.
Ladies and gentlemen,
excellent. That is all set up.
please place your large
And
bags
now
in
we can have a
lockers.
look at our chart so we can
Keep your small
check
items
up
under the seat in front of you. These include
the
laptops,
beta and the
handbags,
80s.
duty-free and loose items of clothing. If
Passengers
you are
boarding
seated
started.
in an emergency
So
exit
Hong Kong
or a
charts
front row bulkhead,
then you'll have to
all of your items must be
here
placed
already.
into
So
an overhead
let's see,
locker.
we have
Once you have safely stowed
departure
your
80s
cabin bag,
12705.
to help us ensure an
127,
on-time departure, we would kindly
05.
ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. As we are currently refueling, please ensure your seatbelt remains unfastened until the
And
seatbelt sign.
delivery is
Visibility okay.
1215.
Temperature 19er, dew point 05, QNH 1018. VFR conditions. Landing runway 07 right, 07 left. Departing runways 07 center, 07 right. Transition level 110. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Sierra. Hong Kong Airport Information Sierra 0338 Zulu, wind 065 at 5, ceiling and visibility okay. Temperature 19er, dew point 05, QNH 1018. VFR conditions. Landing runway 07 right, 07 left. Departing runways 07 center, 07 right. Transition level 110. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Sierra.
Charlie 12215.
Dew point 05, QNH 101.
12215 is Hong Kong delivery. 12215. So let's go ahead and get our clearance information Sierra. Just lower the volume of the deck there. Is there any actual boarding happening? Doesn't seem like it. This is of course a GSX bug with the Fenix, I think, or maybe not. Maybe they fix it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get our clearance. 122.15. Hong Kong delivery. Hello, Vietnam Airlines 595 at stand November 62 right. Type Airbus A321. Information Sierra. Request clearance to Ho Chi Minh.
Vietnam Airlines 595, Hong Kong delivery. Thanks for Sierra. Expect runway 07 center, Soslu 1 Tango departure with the Pecan transition. Squawk 5335.
Vietnam Airlines 595, expect runway 07 center, Salute 1 Tango departure with Pecan transition, squawk 5335.
Vietnam Airlines 595, read back correct. Contact ground 122.125 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Vietnam Airlines 595, contact ground 122.125 when ready for push and start. Okay, so initial climb clearance is 5,000. So we're going to set that MCP, and that's not going to go straight to from Soslu to Pecan. So let's see. We didn't have Pecan as a transition in our FMC or in the MCU, so let's see how it's gonna handle that or how it's set up. So we go Vemso, then Summit, and then Sekpo, then Soslu, and then Pecan. So that is fine. And then when we go to Ho Chi Minh, straight in, and does look like it gets through Sandu, so that is fine as well. Okay, so then we are going to set up our engine outside, which is going to be, let's see, secondary copy active. It's gonna be 25 miles on runway track and holding. So that's going to be Hong Kong X1. That's gonna be on Hong Kong runway 07 center with a bearing of 074 and 25 miles away. PBD point store and secondary flight plan Hong Kong X-ray 1, and we are going to hold there. Just going to go with computed hold, and after that we pick a new destination, and this time we're probably going to land on 07 right, where they said 07 left and 07 right after arrival, so we're gonna pick 07 right and go with that. Then go to the fix info and set up that as well. So Hong Kong X-ray 1 and Hong Kong runway 07 center with 074 as the bearing, and we have that set up. Okay, so that's all good now, so we can then get our load sheet and check. So 67.1, zero fuel weight 26.8, and takeoff weight 77.1. That's probably because now I have only 10.32. It's alright, it's within the acceptable limits, so that is fine. Then we go and update our performance information. So find our load sheet now. Nothing has changed, so 161, 168, 162 up 0.757 as for the flex. Nothing to change there, so we are pretty much ready. So let's do the checklist. While we are here, we might as well switch on the fuel pumps and switch on the seatbelt sign. And then cockpit preparation checklist: gear pins and covers removed, fuel quantity 10,320, balanced, seatbelt signs on, ADRs, nav, ParaRef QNH 1008, cockpit preparation checklist complete. And with that we are ready to go. So disconnect the external power and transfer pushback.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Cool, thank you. So close all the doors and bring the armrest down, and we are ready to go. So before startup checklist: parking brake set, takeoff speed and thrust calculated, 161 for V1, 168 for rotate, 168 V2. Flex 57, flaps config 2, up 0.7 for the trim. Windows closed, beacon light on. Before startup checklist complete. Hong Kong ground, hello Vietnam Airlines 595, request pushback and engine start. So it's going to be nose right. Actually that.
Vietnam Airlines 595, Hong Kong ground, pushback and engine start approved, face northwest.
Pushback and engine start approved, face northwest, Vietnam Airlines 595. So let's see now, color red, nose right, tail left. That is correct.
Bauhinia 610 heavy, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2.
Okay, release parking brakes.
Contact Tower 118.2, Bauhinia 610 heavy, bye-bye.
Start at will. Cabin armed.
Malindo 606, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2.
Over to Tower 118.2, Malindo 606.
Okay, think we can start our engines. So ignition start, starting engine number 1. What is going on with this pushback now?
Please observe the cabin crew member closest to you, as we are about to demonstrate the safety features aboard our Airbus A321. Thank you.
Ethiopian 644 Heavy at gate November 68.
Right,
Request pushback and engine start.
And then does the turn. Interesting.
Welcome aboard.
Ethiopian 644 Heavy, Hong Kong ground, pushback approved. Face west.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west. Ethiopian 644 Heavy.
Safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes.
Indonesia 863 Heavy, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Position, which you must adopt.
Hold position, Indonesia 863 Heavy.
There are 8 in the
Indonesia 863 Heavy, continue taxi.
working out the exits nearest.
Okay, engine
Continue
number 1 is
taxi,
available.
Indonesia 863 Heavy.
Usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. Please set parking brake. Ever the seatbelt sign.
Parking brake is set.
Confirmation for a good engine start. At all times. If the air supply fails,
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Put the mask over your nose.
China Eastern 508 at gate Romeo 15, request pushback.
Mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side.
China Eastern 508, Hong Kong ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Land on board. Take a light
Pushback approved, face south, China Eastern 508.
put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside, pull in the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin replied.
Okay, so engine number 2 is also available, so ignition back to normal and APU off.
Must now be stowed. Armrests down. Window blinds open. Seatbelt
And there is our ramp agent
Further information regarding
with the
safety
bead in her hand.
found in in-flight magazine.
Excellent. So
Hope you have a great flight.
flaps 1 and actually flaps 2. Auto brake max and spoiler.
Indonesia 863 Heavy, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2. Bye-bye.
Over to Tower 118.2, Indonesia 863 Heavy.
We pushed back right on time actually. Was 5 minutes early. Okay, so weather and predictive winch are on, and we can do the after startup checklist. After startup checklist, anti-ice not required. ECAM status.
China Eastern 508, request taxi.
Pitch trim is up 0.7, right?
China Eastern 508, runway 07 center taxi via Bravo 9er, Alpha 9er, Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
0 neutral. After that checklist complete.
Runway 07 center taxi via Bravo 9er, Alpha 9er, Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, China Eastern 508.
Ethiopian 644 Heavy, request taxi.
So this is the Ethiopian that's requesting taxi now.
Ethiopian 644 Heavy, runway 07 center taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Runway 07 center taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Ethiopian 644 Heavy.
You should get the same taxi instructions. Vietnam Airlines 595, request taxi.
Cathay 472 Heavy, gate November 8, request pushback.
There you have to wait for us.
Ethiopian 644 Heavy, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic, Ethiopian 644 Heavy.
Vietnam Airlines 595, runway 07 center taxi via Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Taxi runway 07 center via Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Vietnam Airlines 595. Wow, where is this aircraft going? Okay, so this is the disadvantage of these ATC add-ons, of course, because they just do
Ethiopian 644 Heavy, continue taxi.
so
Continue taxi
what is
Ethiopian
going to do
644
now?
Heavy.
Cathay 472 Heavy, Hong Kong ground. Pushback approved. Face north.
Why is the pushback approved?
Pushback approved,
when
face
there's
north,
an
Cathay
aircraft
472
that's
Heavy.
right behind him, and there is us who were given taxi instructions? Yeah, it's quite chaotic here, isn't it?
China Eastern 508. Hold position for traffic.
Hold position, China Eastern 508.
This is China Eastern. What are they gonna hold position for? We are already here. So
Vietnam Airlines 595. Hold position for traffic.
hold position for traffic. Vietnam Airlines 595. Don't know now which traffic is referring to, but this is Bravo 7 and Bravo will be on our left. I can't actually stand here because this aircraft has been given clearance to push. So, you know.
China Eastern 508. Continue taxi.
Continue taxi, China Eastern 508.
So Bravo and then Bravo 1, then Bravo 2.
Cathay 472 Heavy, request taxi to the active.
Cathay 472 Heavy. Runway 07 center taxi via Alpha 9er, Bravo 9er, Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2.
Okay.
Runway 07 center taxi via Alpha 9er, Bravo 9er, Bravo 7, Bravo, Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Cathay 472 Heavy.
Flight control check. Ailerons. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Elevators. Full down. Full up. Neutral. Rudder pedals. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight control check is complete. Taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flaps config 2. Wind shear is on. Engine mode selector is norm. ECA memo. Takeoff no blue. Taxi checklist complete. Tower frequency is gonna be 118.2, isn't it? Should be. Do we have it on here? We have departure. Let's see the airport chart. Delivery tower, there's 3 frequencies, so we're just going to wait for ATC to give us the frequency.
Ethiopian 644 Heavy. Contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2.
Contact Tower 118.2, Ethiopian 644 Heavy.
Yeah, this is absolutely chaos here. So you got aircraft that are given taxi clearance on the same taxiway that same taxiway for arrival and departing aircraft. Let's see how they are gonna handle the situation over here. So Bravo 1 and Bravo 2 are basically at the end of the taxi. Wow, the stuttering is real. Is he going to turn somewhere?
Vietnam Airlines 595, continue taxi.
Wow. Continue taxi. Vietnam Airlines 595. Absolutely shameless. Mind you, we do have the enhancement for BeyondATC installed for this airport. So there should be no confusion of where the hold short points and where the taxiways are for BeyondATC to be able to manage the traffic on the ground. But it's not FATSIM. It's not FATSIM. Can't complain too much, I guess. So we continue taxiing. And in case anyone is wondering, no, we don't have any other traffic injection other than BeyondATC. So Bravo 1 and then Bravo 2.
Cathay for 72 heavy, hold position for traffic.
Let's just make sure we are
Hold position, Cathay for 72 heavy.
entering the wrong holding point. We are on Bravo. These are still Alpha holding
Vietnam
points.
Airlines 595, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position for traffic, Vietnam Airlines 595. There is no traffic here, my comrade. Absolutely no traffic here. Hallucinating traffic.
Vietnam Airlines 595, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Vietnam Airlines 595. So we are going all the way to Bravo 2.
Cathay for 72 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue
That
taxi, Cathay
aircraft
for
is the
72
one
heavy.
left all the way back there.
Vietnam Airlines 595, contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2. Bye bye.
Contact Hong Kong Tower 118.2. Vietnam Airlines 595. Okay, this is Bravo 2 holding point. So we are going to
China Eastern 508, contact Hong Kong Tower.
Hong Kong Tower, hello, Vietnam Airlines 595, holding short, runway 07 center, ready for departure. Is there anyone coming? I don't see.
Vietnam Airlines 595, Hong Kong Tower, wind 065 at 5, runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 07 center, Vietnam Airlines 595. Okay. Specs off for takeoff. So what we can
China
do.
Eastern 508, ready to go, runway 07 center.
And what do you know? They are probably
China
gonna
Eastern
give them
508,
takeoff clearance
hold
as
short
well.
of 07 center, departing traffic.
Okay.
Affirmative, hold short of 07 center, China Eastern 508.
Lana checklist, runway 07 center. TCAS is Tara. And specs are off. Lana checklist is complete, so let's go. Start the clock.
All aircraft be advised, information Tango now current, QNH 1018. Cathay 472 Heavy, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
On flight 67, SRS.
Hold position for traffic, Cathay 472 Heavy. China Eastern 508, runway 07 center, line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Runway 07 center, China Eastern 508.
81. Rotate. Positive rates.
Cathay 472 Heavy, continue taxi. Continue taxi, Cathay 472 Heavy. Cathay 472 Heavy, hold position for traffic. Hold position, Cathay 472 Heavy. Cathay 472 Heavy, continue taxi. Continue taxi, Cathay 472 Heavy. Vietnam Airlines 595, contact Hong Kong departure 123.8.
Contact Hong Kong departure 123.8. Vietnam Airlines 595. Okay.
Cathay 472 Heavy, ready for departure, runway 07 center.
And autopilot.
China Eastern 508, Hong Kong Tower, wind 035 at 6, runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff, China Eastern 508.
Cathay 472 Heavy, runway 0.
Okay, flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. Spec number 1 can come on and spec number 2 can come on.
Okay. Hong Kong departure, Singapore 893 Super, 1,300 feet.
Singapore 893 Super, Hong Kong departure, identified, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Singapore 893 Super.
Hong Kong departure, hello, Vietnam Airlines 595, passing 4,500 feet.
Malindo 606, contact Hong Kong radar 125.8, bye-bye.
Center on 125.8, Malindo 606.
Vietnam Airlines 595, Hong Kong departure identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Vietnam Airlines 595. And let's go. 170.
Hong Kong departure, China Eastern 508, 1,700 feet.
China Eastern 508, Hong Kong departure, good day identified, climb to flight level 160.
Climb to flight level 160, China Eastern 508.
This is of course the Hong Kong GIGABYTE airport, which doesn't exist in real life anymore, but you can fly here in the sim if you so wish. Very nice. Okay, flaps 0, speed check, flaps 0. And disarm the spoilers. And with that we can do a little bit of cleaning up.
Hong Kong departure, Cathay 472 Heavy, 1,300 feet.
Details and copy active.
Cathay 472 Heavy, Hong Kong departure. Good day identified. Climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190. Cathay 472 Heavy.
Vietnam Airlines delivery is looking absolutely beautiful. Really, really good.
Connie 293 Heavy, contact Hong Kong radar 125.8.
Coming up, and we can
center on 125.8, Connie 293 Heavy. Have a good day.
Landing lights and seatbelt sign can come off as well.
Ethiopian 644 Heavy, contact Hong Kong radar 125.8.
Alright now, so we are accelerating.
Contact Hong Kong radar 125.8. Ethiopian 644 Heavy, bye-bye.
Now is we are going to put in our step altitude.
Hong Kong departure, National Cargo 521 Heavy. Good day, 1,200 feet.
We are gonna need to climb.
National Cargo 521 Heavy, Hong Kong departure. Identified. Climb to flight level 170.
FCAL 350.
Climb to flight level 170. National Cargo 521 Heavy.
And then 360 by Gamo. And so that's good. Don't think it would be necessary to re-import the wind information, but I guess there's no harm in doing that. We already have wind information for all the flight levels. Search. And as things stand, we are going to arrive around 6:30, which would be 10 minutes early. Earlier than I should. So, excellent work. So for now, we can sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of our flight. And we'll see you when it's time to do our approach briefing into Ho Chi Minh City.
Vietnam Airlines 595, Ho Chi Minh Control, expect Dalap 2 Hotel, runway 25 right.
Vietnam Airlines 595, expect Dalap 2 Hotel, runway 25 right.
Vietnam Airlines 595, contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.1.
Contact Ho Chi Minh Control 120.1. Vietnam Airlines 595. Ho Chi Minh Control, hello. Vietnam Airlines 595, flight level 360.
Vietnam Airlines 595, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified.
Okay, welcome back. We are close to the top of our descent, and that means it's time to brief our arrival. We got Dalap 2 Hotel arrival for runway 25 right. So it's gonna be ILS-25 right. It didn't say which one we are gonna expect.
Vietnam Airlines 676, which is 2 Hotel, runway 25 right. Report ready for descent.
Zulu.
This is 2 Hotel, runway 25 right, ready for descent. Vietnam Airlines 676.
And it's gonna be
Vietnam Airlines 676, descend to 12,000 feet, QNH 1008. Descend to 12,000 feet,
right.
Vietnam Airlines 676.
Let's just check on our navigraph here. Dalap 2 Hotel via Phantom. And if we go with the ILS Whiskey, it's gonna be via Sokan. And heading and insert, and then resume our navigation. So we have reached top of descent. We got no attention from the controller. Vietnam Airlines 595 ready for descent.
Vietnam Airlines 595, Dallas 2 Hotel, runway 25 right, descend to 1000 feet, QNH 1008.
Dallas 2 Hotel, runway 25 right, descend to 1000 feet, QNH 1008, Vietnam Airlines 595. Okay, let's go. Down we go. So let's pull the charts for
Vietnam Airline 600, contact Son Nhat arrival 126.35.
So Dallas,
contact Son Nhat arrival 126.35. Vietnam Airlines 600.
We're gonna go for the ILS, so probably then gonna pick. So all of this gone, and we're gonna go 25 right, all of them. Whiskey. Okay, no good spot for the start, huh? Okay, there we go. Dallas 2 Hotel arrival. So via Sokan. So we come in through
Ho Chi Minh Control, Red Cap 171, flight level 360.
We follow this arc here, then direct to Sokan. There the ILS.
Red Cap 171, Ho Chi Minh Control, radar contact.
Craft is asking for more tracks, so let's do that. Currently we have overshot our top of descent so far. So there we go, where we've got our arc, we go Sokan, and after Sokan we go to start our ILS. So that is excellent. So then ILS 25 right, let's say we go with a whiskey. Probably gonna get the whiskey. If you don't get the whiskey, you're gonna get the Yankee. In any case, the minimums are going to be 340. That's fine. So let's listen to the ATIS 128.0. Hopefully you can hear it from here. 128.0. We're just gonna go with VHF2 here so that we don't leave the frequency. 128.0.
Dew point 18, QNH 1008. VFR conditions. Landing runway 25 right. Departing runway 25 left. Transition level 190. Advise on initial contact, you have information Golf. Son Nhat Airport information Golf. 0538 Zulu. Wind 020 at 5. Ceiling and visibility OK. Temperature 24. Dew point 18, QNH 1008. VFR conditions. Landing runway 25 right. Departing runway 25 left. Transition level 190. Advise on initial contact, you have information Golf. Son Nhat Airport information Golf. 0538 Zulu. Wind 020 at 5. Ceiling and visibility OK. Temperature 24. Dew point 18, QNH 1008. VFR conditions. Landing runway 25 right. Departing runway 25 left. Transition level 190. Advise on initial contact, you have information Golf.
Okay, so we have had the information Golf. Wind 020 degrees 5 knots. Temperature 24. QNH 1008. Transition level. Flight level 190, and that is all.
Ho Chi Minh Control, Vietnam Airlines 18248, flight level 230.
342 is going to be our minimums today. And
Vietnam Airlines 1824, Ho Chi Minh Control, radar contact.
Speed is going to be 140, so we're just going to go with the config full. Landing.
Vietnam Airlines 595, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1008.
descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1008, Vietnam Airlines 595. Okay, QNH 1008. We are still way above the profile. Interesting. Even with speed brake fully extended. Okay, so if we look at the ILS, we're probably gonna get it at the very last minute. But starting from SOCAN, for example, there we go. It's just straight in, and so we're going to clear us direct to SOCAN, and then from there he will clear us for the ILS. So the control will clear us for the ILS. That's fine. There shouldn't be too much of a difference between these ILSs anyway. Maybe we are not going to get the Yankee after all, because it doesn't come through SOCAN that much. No, it doesn't. So I doubt we get the Yankee. So we'll probably get the X-ray or the whiskey. And the minimums is 289 for the X-ray and 342 for the whiskey. I think in that case we will be fine. Okay, and then we can do our landing performance calculation. So refresh the meta and apply that. Landing weight, we are currently at 70.6 tons. So let's see, 70.6, and we can go with auto brake on flaps full. So yeah, it's gonna go with auto brake.
Vietnam Airlines 595. Contact time Son Nhat arrival 126.35.
Contact arrival 126.35. Vietnam Airlines 595. So 9,000 feet. Vietnam arrival, hello. Vietnam Airlines 595 at 9,000 feet.
Vietnam Airlines 59510 Son Nhat arrival. Good day, QNH 1008. Expect the ILS-X ray runway 25 right with the SOCAN transition.
Vietnam Airlines 595, expect the ILS X-ray runway 25 right with the SOCAN transition. QNH 1008. So X-ray. It's actually 25 right. I don't know why I ended up putting 25 left in there. 25 right X-ray. Same approach completely. So SOCAN transition. Insert that. So perhaps we do that now. Insert.
10 Son Nhat arrival Bamboo 1540. Good day, flight level 320. We have golf on board.
Not enough to intercept, huh? So we go direct.
Bamboo 1540 10 Son Nhat arrival QNH 1008. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 25 right with the D078 and transition.
So we got X-ray. So
QNH 1008, expect the ILS Yankee runway 25 right with the D078 and transition. Bamboo 1540.
10, Son Nhat arrival, Brunei 381. Good day, 9,100 feet, we have golf.
Vietjet 812, contact Son Nhat Tower 118.7, bye-bye. Over to Tower 118.7, Vietjet 812.
Okay, there is a profile coming, so it should be going down now. The controller should clear us.
10 Son Nhat arrival, Vietnam Airlines 676. Good day, 9,600 feet with the numbers.
SOCAN. 2,400 is the minimum.
Vietnam Airlines 595, descend to 2,400 feet.
Descend to 2,400 feet. Vietnam Airlines 595.
Airlines 595, cleared direct SOCAN, cross SOCAN at or above 2,400 feet, cleared ILS X-ray runway 25 right.
Proceed direct to SOCAN, cross SOCAN at or above 2,400 feet, cleared ILS X-ray, runway 25 right, Vietnam Airlines 595. Okay, because the ILS X-ray starts from SOCAN. So there is a field, I think. Yes, there are 2 runways, and we can actually catch or click approach and catch the localizer. Still descending to 2,400 feet, and there is an aircraft right in front of us there, which was also cleared for the ILS. It's going to be interesting to see how we're gonna get sequenced by BeyondATC. We are in any case now slowing down to our approach speed, which is 140 blue, as you can see there. So hopefully that's gonna give us a bit of separation from that aircraft over there. Otherwise we are probably gonna end up having to go around.
Vietnam Airlines 600, contact Son Nhat Tower 118.7. Over to Tower 118.7, Vietnam Airlines 600.
Okay, lock star. There's the aircraft. Actually good to just slow down.
Vietnam Airlines 595, contact Son Nhat Tower 118.7.
Flaps 1. Contact tower 118.7. Vietnam Airlines 595. Okay, it looks like they are moving quite fast, eh? So maybe there will be a non-issue for us. Tower, hello. Vietnam Airlines 595, ILS X-ray 25 right. Flaps 2. Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Vietnam Airlines 595, Son Nhat Tower, wind 020 at 5, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 right, Vietnam Airlines 595. Interesting. Gear down.
Son Nhat Tower, Brunei 381, ILS X-ray runway 25 right.
My goodness.
Brunei 381, Son Nhat Tower, continue.
Wilco, Brunei 381.
Okay, flaps 3. Flaps 4. Landing checklist. ICA memo. Landing no blue. Landing checklist complete. Autopilot off. Interested to see where that aircraft went. Just said continue. I didn't hear a landing clearance for them. So maybe it's for a different aircraft that's behind us, and the one in front just
1000
became a ghost because I can't see it anymore on TCAS. Very beautiful approaches you can see, but let's concentrate on the landing. 2 red, 2 white on the puppies, still on the glide slope.
$500. 400.
Land.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
200.
going visual now.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Very good. Touchdown. Full reversers. Knots, reverser stow, manual brakes.
Vietnam Airlines 595, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Vietnam Airlines 595. The next available taxiway is this one.
Brunei 381, wind 020 at 5, runway 25, right clear to land.
Okay, so
runway 25, right clear to land, Brunei 381.
Okay.
Vietnam Airlines 595, contact ground 121.6, bye-bye.
Contact ground on 121.6, Vietnam Airlines 595, bye-bye. Shouldn't have handed us over before giving us the clearance to cross this runway, but what are you going to do, right? So we are just going to cross it by ourselves. Then we can start cleaning up our aircraft. Flaps 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin...
All aircraft be advised, information hotel now current, QNH 1008.
Okay, so 121.6.
Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure
Okay,
you take
so
all your personal belongings with you.
121.6.
And in the overhead lockers. Do
We have to
take
pick
care opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved during flight.
a stand at the international terminal. We are gonna pick stand number 30. Ground, hello, Vietnam Airlines 595, request taxi to stand 13. Okay, we are clear of the runways now.
Vietnam Airlines 595, gate 13, Sierra Tango Alpha November Delta, does not exist at this airport. Please select another.
Really? Vietnam Airlines 595, request gate 13.
Vietnam Airlines 595, gate 13, taxi via Victor.
Gate 13, taxi via Victor, Vietnam Airlines 595. They are very strict and BeyondATC with gate and stand and ramp, so you gotta get those terms correct, otherwise you get nothing out of it. Anyway, we are taxiing via Victor now, so what just happened here now? Taxi via Victor. We are already in Victor and we are gonna go stand 13. Just show me the spot and activate. So all the way there, Vietnam Airlines is gonna be our handler today. Okay, then we start the APU, of course, and continue our taxi. So 2 hours 15 minutes of flight time today. approach was beautiful, the touchdown was beautiful, everything went perfectly on the arrival. Not so good in Hong Kong, but it's okay. It's the product in pre-release, still a pre-release version, so we can forgive them for that. Only other thing I have noticed, in case you haven't, is that in China they use the metric system, but BeyondATC just use the imperial units for the whole operation. So maybe it's something that they can look at adding in the future or before the full thing is released. I think it's still in the pre-release phase, if I'm not mistaken. So gate 13 is one of these here on the international terminal. APU is available, so we can actually do simulated taxi now, although we are already at almost at the gate. So starting here, Eva Air, so it's got to be after the second Eva Air here. Very beautiful airport scenery this is. So 16, then 15, then 14, and 13. Okay, let's see. So this is 14, and there is 13 next to Air Asia there. So lights off, and we can start turning into our gate. A321. I keep forgetting how long this aircraft is compared to the 320, for example. So let's keep going. Okay, parking brakes is set, and APU bleed can come on now. There we have it, and engine number 1 can come off. Welcome to Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh. Fuel pumps off, and start deboarding. Excellent. Arrival time is 6:30, which is 10 minutes earlier than our scheduled time of 6:40. Excellent. So arrival message from our airline is gonna be on here, and arrival is 6:30. Good. Okay, let's look at the wheels. The temperature is still alright, so we don't need to release the parking brake and go on chocks, but that should be fine. So Squawk 2000 and transponder on standby, and we can have a look at fuel usage. which we thought that, let's see now, this thing is separated, so let's see, not there, another flight log, so we should be arriving with some, let's see, yes, here is it, but this has calculated that up to golf, but that's fine, so should be looking at something like 3,400 kilos, 2,900, so we use quite a bit more. I wonder why. Interesting. $3,400 versus 2,900. We didn't pick the correct profile when we set up for the arrival, but that is almost 500 kilos of fuel unaccounted for. Anyway, that's alright. I didn't hear GSX starting to deboard the passengers. I don't know. It says deboarding no longer available. So probably a GSX glitch then. As always. What can you do, right? As you can see, no GPU sent to us. The doors are not even open. We just open all the doors. And all the cargo doors as well. And you can see passengers are all here. That is okay. I think this was a good flight. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope to see you in the next one.